But what surprised you the most as you began to put this film together?
Oh, it's going to be hard to narrow down the list because I think one of the thing that we've
Well, hit me, baby. We're here. What you got?
well we in the beginning we were really inspired by all of us, Bonnie, John, myself, the producers, Josh Penn and Noah Stahl and Justine. We were really moved by what started as a New York Times Magazine article by Nathaniel Rich, that became the book Losing Earth, which is an extraordinary a novel, and we began to, which tells the story, the kind of the behind the scenes, and to what led to the politicization of the science. And we cast out an enormous net of like trying to like see how we could tell the story in a way that was immersive, was transported viewers in a way to a time when the science was not political, right? It was not a political football. And to see, as Bonnie says, that moment where we could have done something, where we could have, um, there was that window of chance before the record broke and started, the same, playing the same narrative over and over again. Um, so I'll tell you a few things, a few of the highlights that, like, we went far and wide. We uncovered extraordinary materials at the George H.W. Bush Presidential Library. We have an extraordinary team of researchers that went and spent time there and uncovered all of that correspondence between John Sununu and the oil companies, kind of to see like who had open door to Sununu's ear, and therefore to President Bush's ear, um, and also the internal communications. And so, like, I think I was personally really surprised at how open, as John said, President Bush was actually to taking action first and foremost, and how he much respected Bill Riley. And and also how Machiavellian Sununu was. I mean, we've through all that correspondence. The other thing that I'll bring out, and I would love to
Machiavellian
hear.
is a cliche today, but go ahead.
And sort of so quaint comparatively.
What a quaint concept.
Yes,
But go ahead.
the Prince, such a feel good book. But and I'd love to hear what John and Bonnie, what surprised them. For me, it was one of the treasures that we really uncovered were the man on the street. The all the archives dating back from the 70s, to the oil crisis of the 70s, where we could actually measure the pulse in a way of us, the American public, right? And how, and sort of not only tracking the political story and the industrial story and the scientific story, but like the story of the public perception of this issue, and how in 1988 you have a public that was kind of united. It was, as the radio announcer in Iowa says, the radio host in Iowa says, it's a mom and pop apple pie issue. Like, no one would be opposed to protecting the environment, right? That was something that was universally accepted. Everyone was concerned. Everyone wanted to tackle this issue head on. Both candidates from both major parties campaigned as environmentalists. Then they were trying to outdo one another as environmentalists. And flash forward to 4 years later, what happened? It was a completely divided electorate.
Yeah,
And
well,
that we saw in all those man on the street interviews. That was something that like was really shocking to us. Like, you have like almost like basically unanimous, in 1988, you have unanimous support for the environment. It's some apple pie mom and pop issue. 4 years later, it's completely divided. The faults kind of are the chasm.
because of disinformation.
Bingo.
Well, that's
Well, there was the schism. There was like enough room in there